Okay. The first scenario is not an example of behavior-specific praise because the teacher does not use a positive statement. The teacher is not using positive language with the student. If the teacher instead praised the student's effort, this would be considered an example. The second scenario is not an example of behavior-specific praise either, because the teacher does not use a verbal response and instead used a thumbs up. Without a specific verbal statement, students may not recognize the behavior they're being praised for. If the teacher instead said, "Thank you for lining up the door. Now we're ready to go to lunch." That would be considered an example of behavior-specific praise. The third scenario is also not an example of behavior-specific praise because the teacher does not mention a specific behavior. If the teacher instead said, "Good job for getting started on the entry task," then it would be considered an example of behavior-specific praise. However, if you said scenario 4 was behavior-specific praise, you'd be right. In this case, the teacher used a positive verbal statement and regarded a specific behavior, such as sitting quietly in the seat and waiting for directions.